Now let's see what's happening in our News Express.
Thank you so much, Christy. Good morning to both of you and all of you joining us here on SOKY Sunrise. Our top story this morning, a Glasgow woman is behind bars after authorities say she intentionally injured her 4-month-old daughter. According to an arrest citation, after receiving word of a child in the hospital, investigators met 21-year-old Brittany Benigni at the hospital, where she told them she dropped her daughter on a table. 10 days later, investigators received the infant's medical records, which stated that the girl may lose her eyesight and have other life-altering injuries due to abusive head trauma. Well, later that day, Benigni admitted to shaking and striking the child multiple times, and in another incident, getting upset and yanking the child's legs to flip her. She also told authorities she put headphones on to drown out the child's cries. Benigni was arrested and charged with first-degree criminal abuse of a child 12 or under, and she's lodged in the Barron County Detention Center on a $25,000 bond. Well, law enforcement agents around South Central Kentucky have intercepted a large quantity of marijuana that was sent in the mail. According to a news release, drug detectives from the Bowling Green Warren County Drug Task Force, South Central Kentucky Drug Task Force, Kentucky State Police, and the U.S. Postal Service intercepted 3 large packages traveling through Warren County to destinations in Logan County. Investigators say those parcels contained approximately 19 pounds of high-grade marijuana from California. A controlled delivery was made of 2 of the parcels to an address in Logan County. The investigation is ongoing and arrests are pending. Well, the Bowling Green Board of Ethics met on Tuesday afternoon to discuss complaints they received concerning Commissioner Brian Slim Nash. According to City Clerk Ashley Jackson, the board voted unanimously to retain the services of a special counsel to investigate the complaints made about Nash. The Ethics Board has received 24 complaints concerning Nash following his recent arrest. Nash was charged with public intoxication on May 23rd and pleaded guilty several days later. Now, we've reached out to Nash for comment, but we have not yet heard back. Well, healthcare providers in Bowling Green are racing to meet the demand of a fast-growing population. Yesterday, the region's first outpatient surgical center opened its doors just off of Lover's Lane. And WNKY's Candace Price gives us a first look at that new facility.
TriStar Greenview Regional Hospital.
And that's what we're so excited about offering here in the Bowling Green community.
Thank you so much for that story, Candace. Well, yesterday was a big day for the National Corvette Museum's Motorsports Park here in Bowling Green. Some beautiful and expensive exotic vehicles came out to utilize the racetrack. The vehicles were brought to Bowling Green, that's thanks to the Gold Rush Rally, which is also known as America's top exotic luxury car rally. Some of the makes included the Lamborghini, Audi, and Porsche. The Gold Rush Rally follows a route across the country and stopped here in Bowling Green because of the city's connection with America's sports car, the Corvette. Gold Rush Rally events manager Johnny Valencia says the event is about sharing an amazing experience with fellow car enthusiasts.
Gold Rush Rally at the end of the day is really about the people. Our loyalty rate every year that we do this rally is very, very high. And although we all love cars and we love driving, it's all about seeing each other and having a great time and catching up over what's been going on for the past year, and even looking forward to doing it again next year.
Now, the Gold Rush is in Chicago today, and the plan is to finish the route in Austin, Texas. And Aaron, our floor director, was just showing me there was a Reese car in the front.
I missed it too, but you know what? You should have caught a ride with them. That would have been fun.
I'm going to buy that car if I ever get a chance.
I'm sure it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, not enough that I have, but I know yesterday was a perfect day to drive with the top down, and it's supposed to be a little hotter today as well.
Yes, we are definitely going to be feeling like summer finally. Now it's time to see what else is happening in our News Express.
Thank you so much, Christy. And happening around the state this morning, the former University of Kentucky student and Glasgow native has pleaded guilty to charges of terroristic threatening and filing a false police report. Now, you might remember back in November, Haley Duvall was accused of making bomb threats on Snapchat about the Whitehall classroom building. Police say Duvall contacted them to report the threats, but later admitted to making the threats herself. Duvall was released from jail on November 21st and was ordered to stay off of social media. On Monday, she pleaded guilty and could face up to 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Duvall is expected to be sentenced on October 7th. And new surveillance footage in western Kentucky shows the moment a marina was twisted and torn apart as a result of Sunday's severe storms. Check out the video on your screen now. Boaters can be seen rushing for safety as the wind picked up. Now, they did manage to get off just in time as part of the Moores Resort and Marina in Paducah was torn apart by the storm. The National Weather Service determined an EF1 tornado hit the pier with winds of 100 miles per hour. About 50 yards of the marina were damaged, according to authorities, and amazingly, no one was injured, but in total, more than 40 boats were damaged. Despite damage to the harbor, Moores Resort is still open. And in news from around the nation, Special Counsel Robert Mueller has agreed to testify before the House Judiciary and Intelligence Committee next month. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Gerald Nadler and House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff made the announcement on Tuesday. On July 17th, he's expected to discuss more details on his investigation into Russian interference during the 2016 presidential election and whether or not President Trump was involved. Some Democrats believe Attorney General William Barr handled Mueller's report in a way that was favorable to President Trump. Therefore, those same lawmakers think it's important for the public to hear Mueller's answers to specific questions. Mueller's testimony will come as Democrats continue to weigh whether to move forward with impeachment proceedings against President Trump. Well, the 2020 presidential race heats up tonight in Miami with back-to-back debates hosted by NBC News. 20 Democrats qualified, which is too many to fit on stage, so they're divided over 2 nights. Tracy Potts has the report from Miami, where the first 10 face off this evening.
The stage is set. The first 10 Democrats face off tonight. Tracy Potts, NBC News, Miami.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Now, you can catch that debate tonight at 8 right here on WNKY NBC 40. And Christy, we're starting out comfortably temperature-wise, but you were saying we're going to peak into almost the 90s.
Yes, we are going to be seeing a return of that summer weather.
Now, I just have to ask each of you guys really quick, if you had the chance to name the Mars rover, what kind of name would you toss there?
Oh, I don't know.
I think I would have to do something about Red Planet. I don't know, something just about...
Like Red Rover?
Like Red Rover, like exactly. Like Red Rover sent Matthew over, something like that. I think that could be our official recommendation to NASA from the show. Unless Christy has anything to say about that.
No, I don't. I mean, hey, that's catchy. It'll stick in people's heads. I like it.
The Red Rover. So now also coming up tonight here on WNKY at 8 o'clock, we have the first primary debates, the Democratic primaries, and there'll be the second half tomorrow with 10 candidates tonight and 10 candidates tomorrow night out of the 23 overall candidates. So we'll be watching that because that should be a lot of fun, a lot of candidates on the stage there. Thanks for watching SOKY Sunrise. Stay tuned for SOKY at noon. The Today Show is coming up next.